is 2:45 a.m. I'm in the foyer of the H Hotel, Smith Street, Darwin. And at the moment, Shane Compain is not my favourite man. He claims the early bird gets the worm. Well, we better get the barramundi, or Paul will be a very grumpy man. I just got to organise the rest of the crew. Let's go, Dar. Come on. It's time. You start the day with a nutritious breakfast. It's the only place in Darwin open apart from the kebab shop where I saw a lot of people heading home from a big night. Could I please have a bacon and egg muffin meal? Well, that food smells very, very good, but the plan is to meet Shane at a servo on the side of the road that won't actually be open, so we can jump in his car and then tow the boat to Shady Camp. And being a gentleman, I'm not going to have my breakfast until I get him his. Well, this is the infamous Shane Compain. Now, I've got everything I need for a great day. Barra rods and a pillow. The question I asked, mate, why so early?
Paul, as you know, Barra waits for nobody, neither does the tide.
We better go then. I'm so excited, mate. I'm almost jumping out of my skin. No, I am excited. I'm very excited. Let's do this. So Shane, we've covered about 50 Ks.
Yep.
And why is this the spot to try first?
It's high tide. The fish are moving up with the tide. We've got a massive bit of structure behind us. It's got a big timber pile, and the fish are sitting in ambush behind the back of it. So when we're casting our lures over it, your little X-Rap's going to get down to that 10-foot mark, the magic mark, and hopefully, and there is fish. We've seen on the sounder right now. There's one on the sounder, and yeah, fish on hopefully.
Well, let's fish.
Righto.
Back there somewhere, mate.
It's him.
Oh, that was it. Gotcha. Yep, that's a fish.
Yeah, it is too.
Oh, yeah, it is. Thanks for having. Oh, that's a solid fish. Oh, yeah. Thanks for having faith in me there, Shane. What was all that about?
Oh, I'm sorry, Paul.
What was all that about? Oh. Yeah, it is too. What do you mean?
I know what you like, Paul.
Oh.
Hey. What are you doing? You're on the back side of it?
On the back. I was fishing it backwards, eh? That was a bit sneaky, wasn't it?
Oh.
And that was the third bite I had in about 60 seconds. Now these guys are going to be very excited because I see a bent rod. Hey, fellas. I just thought with the current pushing, I couldn't quite get it in there.
Paul, you did that textbook, mate.
Thank you very much. He's very golden in colour too.
Well, it is. Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's all right.
Nice little fish.
Yeah. And Shane Compain, that is how I roll.
Beautiful, Paul.
Beautiful, mate. I'll give you that.
Right.
And that is just absolute goodness that I love. Oh.
He actually, I reckon, bricked you for a little.
Yeah, I reckon he did too, mate. And when Shane says he bricked me, there's a lot of timber and structure down there.
There is.
And what I was doing, just working that plastic back, that's a little squidgy, and we've rigged it with the 2 ball sinkers.
Yep. Snagless with a worm hook.
What do you think of that technique in general, as in the sinker, weedless?
It's the only way to fish. Really, the hook-up rate, you know, once you hook them, you very rarely drop them. It's always a positive hook.
Beautiful. Well, we'll get this fish back. And then what I'll do, mate, I'll give you a little 101 on
fishing tips.
I call it the back drift drop technique. You always learn something with me, don't you?
I do, Paul.
And what he normally learns is that I'm a tool. Best thing to do here is a little spear. And he's gone. Yeah, baby, great start. Oh, yeah! Oh, chopped him. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw you.
The whole line just went donk. I just had another bite, or what I'd call a tweak, where the braid goes doink, and it's a barra sucking the plastic in, and that's how you know you've had a bite when you bring it in, and it looks like that. They actually implosion feed so quickly that it sucks the plastic down off the hook. So when you get that bite and you miss it, give it a couple seconds, try again, then bring it in, fix your plastic, because they're not going to eat it when it looks like that. So what I'm trying to do here, I've got structure about 10 metres behind the boat. I'm just throwing my plastic in and literally just letting the line come off with the tide. Shane just missed a bite then. And if you watch the line come off, when the plastic hits the bottom or the snag, it stops like that. So I know my plastic is right in the zone now. And I just felt, I can actually feel it bouncing on the timber. So what I do then is lift the rod tip and then drop the plastic back down. And when I drop it back down, the current actually takes it into the structure, and that's where the barra are going to be sitting. And because I've got that current working in, I'm actually holding that thing right in their face the whole time. Eventually, I'll annoy the barra to the point where they'll bite, and then I just got to have a really quick reaction time to try and set the hook. Same technique, mate?
Same technique, just hopping on the spot. That was about the 7th hit.
Really?
To get the hook up. So
no way, you just got to keep smacking and hoping?
Pretty much one cast that you're holding out there for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's good though, because a lot of people think they've got to cast out and just keep work. But at the end of the day, oh, lazy's nice.
Nice fish.
At the end of the day, it's just about holding that lure in the zone.
In their face.
If you're not in the zone, you're not going to catch them. And then it's just a matter of catching enough fish that you finally get a decent one.
That's the beauty of this.
Oh, he's a good fish. Well done, mate. Beauty.
Right.
Almost worth getting up at very, very well. Actually, I think I got up before half a day and actually went to bed.
True that, especially on a Saturday night.
You know what? It's a good thing, because that is worth getting out of bed for. That's starting to get a bit solid too in the shoulders.
It's a better fish.
Now, what's your theory on barra turn into females? What size? Like, I hear a lot of different stories.
I just go from what the stats say, and that's like 85 centimetres plus they turn female. So this would be a nice, healthy male. You can easily see he's got lice on the back of him. So
yep. What's the lice mean?
He means he's coming from the salt.
Okay.
So he's up here getting all the fresh runoff, all the fresh bait.
And those lice will probably die and fall off because he's in the fresh.
True that.
Mate, he's got all these blue bits on him. Time's a bit tough. I think your net's fallen to bits.
It saves them, but
if you've got a spare 20 cents, drop it in a tackle or call Linger. Shane's doing it tough. Let's get it back, mate.
Rightio. Thanks, buddy.
Gotcha. Oh, yes. He took it, and I didn't strike, and I actually felt him swim towards me. Oh, nice fish. That was bizarre, Shane. He actually picked up, I just put a whole big whack of S-Factor on this plastic, and he took it and swam straight to it. Now he's swimming up into the current.
Well done, Paul.
Yeah, it was good, and you know what? I knew I was going to get bit. I could feel the plastic touching the structure, and I just thought it's going to happen, and straight away, bang. Isn't it amazing when you have that difference between just having your lure in the water and actually knowing that you're right in the zone and it's going to happen? Such a good feeling.
How big is he?
Oh, I'm going to say 68.
Oh.
Not a monster.
I'm going to lip grip him because I reckon you've got a good hook set.
Yep, I'm quite enjoying actually. Just have to see if we can see him there. Oh, he's a nice fish. I'm quite enjoying catching barra on spin gear. Have you noticed over the past decade there's been a massive change?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's obviously the pros and cons to using a spin reel, and you know, everyone's slowly changed from mainly bait casters to spin. So yeah, definitely massive increase.
Yeah, I really enjoy it, eh? Just something a bit different. And it's amazing, the same species, but different gear. I said 68, what do you reckon?
Oh, I reckon you're pretty close, Paul.
No, you're right. I reckon he's actually 68 and a half, even bigger than I thought. And this is saltwater barra, Shane, because of the yellow tail?
Yep.
And has that beautiful purple sheen through the top there. That's an indication that he's come out of that salt.
Correct.
And broad shoulders too, healthy fish.
Oh, they're all fit, they're all healthy. Well, they're up here gorging themselves because, you know, early runoff.
Yep.
So all the bait fish is coming down, so they're taking advantage.
Well, and we're taking advantage of them because we're getting a few bites and we're smacking a few barra. This is what the NT is all about, just loving it. A lot of people often ask, how do you rig a soft plastic weedless? And this is the go. We've got a special weed.
Fish on.
You're a very hard man to fish with, mate. I'm trying to re-rig my soft plastic and you're just not giving me a chance. Oh, I nearly lost him there. I've actually tried a loop knot and I've put 2 sinkers inside the loop knot to help get my plastic down.
Yeah, that's the fish.
Now that fish there, that would be bait for big barra. What I do, I get the soft plastic and I just push the hook through
the mouth there, and then I slide the plastic all the way onto the front of the hook, spin it around, so my plastic now sits perfectly in there like that, and I can measure it up and see that my hook needs to go through about there. So I then force the hook through, try and keep it nice and straight. There's actually a groove in this squidgy for the hook to come out the other side. I now slide that back up so it's in perfect position, and there is my perfectly rigged squidgy mungle ready to go smash a few barra, and I'm not going to catch a lot of snags, which is all good.
Fish.
Hey, you realise that's the 38th time I've tried to rig that soft plastic Compain, and you just keep annoying me with this little rat barra. That's not even a rat, mate, that's a mouse.
Sorry, buddy.
What is your... Nah, awesome, mate, well done. And you were thinking about moving?
We'll go chase some bigger fish now, I reckon, Paul.
So this spot here is the pup spot. I'll grab your rod for if you want.
Sometimes it's not always the pup spot, but we're going to go down further towards the mouth now and try for some bigger fish.
That is a skinny barra. In fact, I'm going to put it out there. That is the Paul Worsting of barramundi.
All right, we'll let him go. See you, buddy. Might go see if we can find some other fish on the troll, Paul.
I just heard the roar of thunder. You know what that means?
We're going to get wet.
We put out a spread of lures for a bit of a trial. I just thought I'd come to the bow and try a bit of spinning because you just never know your luck. And this little rod and reel is just absolutely sensational and not something I would have used for barra many years ago. The reel's a little C5000 Stratic. It has a Garnet gearing and is so smooth. The rod is called a Raider Barra Flick Stick. Obviously a spin stick. It's 6'1", rated 5 to 8 kilo and really good for casting. And the braid, which is essential for barramundi, particularly with lures, is Finn's 40G and it's 45 pounds. So thin, so strong, it's a winning combination.
Is passing. We're all hiding under the canopy and it's gone from a very nice day to a very average day very quickly. My Cameron and my producer are doing very little. We've just had the biggest downpour in the history of, well, times I've been to Darwin. It was pretty heavy, wasn't it, mate? That was, my arm's done flying these other rods in. So, we're not mic'd up, we're doing our best. Oh, and I actually knew this was a solid fish, mate. And look, I just thought I'd try something. We have the Rapala X-Wraps on, and sometimes you just get a bit of a hunch that things aren't going your way, so I went for the Storm Thunder Barra. And you know why I went for the Thunder Barra?
You've been playing in the thunder, Paul.
Because of that. We got thunder and lightning. And I just like this colour. You know when you look in your box and you're just looking for inspiration?
It stands out.
This lure inspired me. It's just that beautiful green Lumo, looked nice and bright. I thought it'll stand out in this water. Oh, he's coming up, he's going to jump, I think. There he comes. Oh, this is just so exciting. Thunder, storms, everything happening. Got boats all around us. Got some beautiful fish this morning. And Shane just suggested we come to the mouth to see if we could find some better quality barra.
What do you have in the ball?
That's it. Here it comes.
Oh, he's coming. Oh, nice fish.
Nice fish. It's amazing you get, oh look, the line he's taking up there. It's amazing you get a bit better barra on. He's coming up there, he's in the jump. Oh. Oh yeah, baby.
Oh, Polly.
We love it. We just love it. And I don't mind getting absolutely saturated. In fact, we might even share a few of the funny little clips we did on the iPhone, because we were getting smashed, weren't we? Love fish in the tropics. I can feel a big one coming on soon. The best thing is the weather's just perfect. Like, it's what I'd say, it's like mint. Here comes the thunder. I'm at it. I want my mum! Oh, I just felt one come out then. I just felt one come out. Here we go. Someone come here. Yo! And the lure come out. The lure come out. It did, didn't it? Yes, it did. That is a sensational chromed up barramundi. There's water over the lens. We're not mic'd up, but I'm okay. Yeah, baby. And there's a little lure. Can I get it? It's stuck in the net. I tell you what we're going to do. We'll try and clean up our mess. We'll clear the lens. The rain's almost stopped, but the thunder's still happening. And it's the Storm Thunder Barra. Yeah, baby. So Shane, we've cleaned up the mess. 91 centimetres of NT barramundi.
91 centimetres of pure chrome, Paulie.
And how's that chrome? Now, why did you think these fish would be down the mouth?
Well, we did the whole trawl from up top. There was nothing in the sound. As soon as we come to the mouth, they just started stacking up. So you see the fish, you just got to work them.
So you're seeing fish on the sounder?
Yep.
And we're catching the fish you're seeing?
Well, we're seeing fish while we're going through that epic storm, and it cleared perfectly. And then you changed over to the Thunder Barra.
The Thunder Barra. That's what I call the perfect storm. Let's put this big girl back. There you go, look at her. She's going, mate. She's ready. Look at that. Oh, how's the way she jumped up? And the old dorsal fin goes, yeah, baby.
Textbook, Paulie.
Textbook. If we didn't get a fish, I was going to call you Shane Compain, because we had a lot of rain.
Oh, it's freezing.
But now it's coming good. I think you're ready for a cold drink. And another barramundi of the Northern Territory. Yeah, baby.